Yeah, I've decided to do this video on how to play Blackwaterside or Black Mountainside, which is the probably the more famous rendition. It's a traditional folk tune, and it was on Bert Jansch's 1965 Blue album, I believe. And Bert Jansch was one of Jimmy Page's influences, and this tune appeared as Black Mountainside, and it's basically the same melody. Apparently, Jimmy plays it in Dad Gad, and Bert played it in drop D. I'm tuned to drop D here. In drop D, that's just D there. Dad Gad is D, A, D, G, and then you drop the B string to an A and the E string to a D. So these two would change, which would change some of the fingerings, but you can learn the tune, rhythm, whatnot. It is basically the same thing with the drop D. Mileage in learning a drop D tune. There's another famous Zeppelin tune is Going to California, which is standard at the moment. I just change that. It's another fantastic tune. And the other drop D one I've done recently is The Entertainer by Chet Atkins. I might actually just do a slowed down thing of how I've been playing that one as well. I've based my the way I play it on a tab that appears on the internet. The tab is by someone called Jack O'Ryan, and it's on the Ultimate Guitar Tabs site, so you can download that one. This version is tabbed for a capo at the 5th fret. Now obviously, depending what key you sing in, that might help with your singing. Bert Jansch, the one I've watched most of him playing it is a recording from 1991 when he appeared at the Fleece in Bristol, and he has a capo at the 2nd fret on that. But the rendition that I really like without the capo is by a chap called Cam, and I've already done a link to his rendition, beautifully sung. And that's what I'm actually aiming for, to actually be able to sing along to this accompaniment. So it's in drop D. I'm going to California just to... it goes like that, Go to California, which is a nice tune. The thing I found with Led Zeppelin tabs is that you can't, you don't generally find them available. Well, here in Sweden anyway, they're usually blocked on Ultimate guitar. But of course, with this being a traditional folk tune, it's I mean, to be honest, that's a bit of a cheat that they do block that. As I say, this is the Bert Jansch arrangement, although it's been tabbed out by Jack Orion. What does he say here? You will have to work closely with the record to capture the fine nuances of the rhythm and structure, slight variations, etc. To Stefan Grossman's transcription. The other thing about this arrangement is also on Songster, which you can use the demo version or free version of it, which is a really good way of looking at tunes. It's got basically the same arrangement, the same tuning, and played without a capo. So, without further ado, we're in drop D, as I say. So that's D, A, D, G, B, E. And it starts off with plucking, well, generally speaking, but with Cam on his one, does a bit of an intro from one of the sections, but we'll go with the verses, and so the intro, I think that comes with the last bar of the end of the verse, I think. But anyway, so here we go. D, and then use your third finger and slide up to the 7th fret. Yeah. Then little finger onto the B string, pluck that. Okay. Then this shape here, which is the index finger on the A string at the 4th fret, that's a B flat, and this finger on the 5th fret on the B string, which is a so I still can't do these instantly, I'm afraid. Where are we? C sharp, D sharp, E, which is an E. So then you slide this finger up 1, this one up 2. So then you have your pointing finger on the A string, that's a D, and then you have this finger on the B string, it's an F sharp. So and then you slide up to it again and again. So that's you do the dum bum bum. Then flatten this finger onto the G and the B string here at the 7th fret, and then you. So that's dum bum 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 bum. Open G. Then next up, you come to this little figure here, which is the middle finger on the 1st string, 3rd fret. So there's E, F sharp, that's a G. Then 5, so 3, 5. Pull off to the 3, and then move this one back down, put this finger on the G string, and so that's an A there, and that's an F sharp. So da, 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 da. So that's the A open. So let's do that again. You've just gone. Right, next then it's this next figure here, which comes round fairly often. So this finger as your middle finger on the B string 3rd fret. So that's a D, and then you also pluck the open G string like that, then hammer on and pull off onto the 2nd fret with your pointing finger. Okay, then take this finger, that's your 3rd finger, and that goes on the 4th string, that's the D string at the 4th fret. So it's da 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 da, and then down to the next finger goes to the 2nd. That's da da da, and then play the G string open. Okay, and then you have the middle finger on the G string 2nd fret, there's an A, and play the G open. Do. And then you play that 3rd fret there with finger down. So that's da, 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 right. So that's that figure. Da, 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 da. After that, you come to this next figure here, which is an important part of this figure. It's an A minor with a C in the bass, like that. So do, 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 like that, and then you do 2 on the thumb and another one of those. Then one of those and a one of those and a one of those and a one of those. So that's like that. Then it goes to the middle finger 2nd fret there on the A string, so that's a B there, and then 3rd finger down here, which is the D there, so and then you play these 2 open, so it's right. So let's just do that again. It's and then you come to this figure here, which is and then so that So that's so it's the same as you did in the lead up to the other one, up until you put this finger on the D string 2nd fret, and at that point that you put that finger there, you put your pinky on the G string at the 5th fret there, so pluck them together. So you go da 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 da, and then you take this one off and pluck that one open. So that's the next figure there. Da, 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 da. Yeah, and again. Da, 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 da. Right, and then the next figure then, and this comes up quite often, is the you put your middle finger on the 2nd fret of the G string there, and then you pluck the open D string with that G string, so you go D, J, like that, and then you hammer on to the 2 and pull off, so bum 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 bum. Then the 3rd finger goes onto the A string 3rd fret, which is there, and then you pluck that string along with the G string open, like that. So da 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 da. So yeah, that's the 2 goes down and that one together. So it's da 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 da. Yeah, and then next, then these 2 fingers you put on the D string, that's the bottom string there. Next one on the D string 3rd fret there. Play those together, and then the next string down, then open. Play the D string open. So bam bam. There it goes. Da 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 da, like that. Right. So that's the next bit there. Then you come to this is one of my favourite licks in this whole tune, actually. I really like this one. You come back down here, middle finger on the 3rd fret of the B string there. Okay. And then you play that, hammer on, pull off. Then you go to the 4th there. And then the next thing you do then is you put your pinky on the 5th fret of the D string, and then you pluck these 3 strings like that. So pluck those 3. Okay. Then you go bam, hammer on, 1, pull off, 2 on the G string, open there. So you go, let's do that again. Da, 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 da. Then you go pointy finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and you put the middle finger on the 4th fret. That's here, they're the ones you just plucked, actually. So you got those there, and then you pluck this one open. So those three again, right? Those three again. Then you pluck the D string open. So and then you do you switch your hand around and move down one fret. So you put your pointy finger on the second fret of the A string, and you put your pinky on the 5th fret of the D string, and then you pluck those three together. So let's just do that again. It's ba, ba, ba. Then you put your 3rd finger on the 4th fret of the D string there and play the A string open, and then back to the 2 and the 5, but you don't play the open G string, you just play those two. So let's do that again. It's ba, 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 ba. So when you repeat that and do it several times, it kind of just becomes a bit more natural. But to do that whole passage again, like I say, it's one of my favourite bits of this tune. It's da, 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 da. So that's that bit. It's nice, that bit, isn't it? So then the next phrase then is basically this nice thing here with the middle finger there on the G string 2nd fret. That bit again, da, 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 like that. Before you do that bit, you do this one open, so it's da, 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 bum, 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 like that, and then that one's open, these two are open, those ones, that's 4, right? So let's just do that again, da, 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 da. So that's that figure there, and then the next thing there, you're back to this nice shape here with the pointy finger 2nd fret A string, pinky finger 5th fret of the D string, and then you pluck all 4 together. Bum, 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 bum. There we are. Then it's it's on the D string 4, pull off to 2, 0, 2. Da, 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 da. So bum, bum, ba, ba, bum. Sorry. Bum, bum, ba, ba, bum, bum. Ba, 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 ba. Whoop. Ba, 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 ba. Right, and then it's this one 3 times, which is the middle finger, G string, 2nd fret, which is an A. So that's that last figure then. So Putting that all together, it's bum, ba, 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 and it's bum, ba, bum, ba, 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 bum, ba, 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 da, 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 and that's it. You can download the tab and hopefully follow this video and get there. And if you repeat all the bits you find quite difficult, what's helpful is to listen to the record and get the rhythm. Songster's quite good for that as well, because that's actually got the time signatures, because in the different bars, I think there's a few bars of 4/4, there's some 2/4, and there's some 6/4 as well. So, but when you get into it, it kind of it's not as complicated as it seems, because it's got part of that kind of lilt-in rhythm. It's because it's a folky kind of thing, and that's it. I hope that helps, that my kind of rambling on, ramble on. Thing. Oh, just one last thing when we're doing it. In Black Mountainside, Jimmy does some strumming stuff, which Bert does in his Fleece video, which I think he's just sort of making a point. And it's this D shape here. You can make those up as you go along. And then I noticed when he was playing his Danelectro, sort of really freaking out on this. The other one he plays is based on She Walked Through the Fair, which I haven't learned yet, but will do. Anyway, he basically does all of these sort of walk-ups here with that shape there, and he brings it. They're quite fun, those kind of walk downs, very similar to Blackbird or the Chasey Chapman thing. But anyway, that's another thing. But yeah. So that's this shape here. So that works. That's basically the Going to California. But you can kind of play with that. But that's I found playing about actually with this this shape here, this one here. Anyway, good luck with it, and I'm going to practice with the singing as well. I hope that didn't got to go on too long.